got some clever components around searching for multiple pieces of data. You can type ahead, it finds it. We've got the one where you hit the search button, you get a pop-up. Now, I'm not sure that a pop-up is appropriate in a filter, so that's why I'm thinking more along this testing. One thing though, we don't necessarily have to have this on the first version. However, I think you gave some of these options really early on, Han. With all of these searches, we're focusing on a single search at the moment, but there is absolutely a need that I want to search for 2 doctors, or I want to search for 2 locations, or I want to search for 2 users, or I want to search for 2 auditors, or, whatever it is. So, the checkbox, if we've got a limited amount of data, the tick box option obviously solves the multiples, because you just click multiples, right? But it's when you've got a vast amount of data that we want multiples of, what is the best way that we are going to 1, search for it, and 2, display it in the small filter panel that we have. This doesn't need to be fast. Searching for something and creating a filter is not about speed. It's about deliberate work that you're trying to do something. So there's no problem. It doesn't need to be fast. It's being able to create the criteria that you need to find the data you're looking for. So I'm really interested in when we get to a lot of these ones where multiple is going to make sense, which to be honest is a majority of them. What's the best way that we can do that? So we're gonna define the filters, which is what Zoe and Darren are going to do. But then it's about, these are the filters we need, like doctor location, blah blah blah. But how do we make them single, and how do we make them?
So I've also cross-referenced the chip, because there was some examples in here. I don't know if we want to use them or not, but that's there as well. And I think at the moment we don't have the multiple selection going for a drop down. It's just a single, but we will need that as well.
So
but I'm not sure about that drop down with checkbox, because if we're going to use a checkbox, it's limited data. So why have a drop down?
So just an option.
Yeah. But yeah. So does that make sense to have a think about that?
Yeah. So so we need to have the function to search for to search the filter. A filter to
multiple within one filter, like doctor. How do I search for multiple doctors?
Okay.
My old school method was just add doctor filter again, and add another one, and add another one, and another one. I understand that's an old way of doing it.
And I said no.
It's a very effective way of doing it. It's still old, so I'm happy for us to move on. So it's really about ticking off that multiple design. We will decide whether we need to implement that in which version, but we need to understand what the design of it's going to be.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah.
All right, sweet.
Okay, yeah.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah.